minus for the Geko Ypres. All right.
Welcome. Round 6 of the IRC 2012. We're back in mainland Europe, the vast tarmac of northwest Belgium, to be exact, at nearly 300 competitive kilometres, over 18 special stages, 6 stages on day 1, 12 on day 2. A diamond dozen then making up the second and final day of the Ypres rally, characterised by long straights, tight corners. It hits the farmland surrounding Ypres and spreads briefly across the border into France on this day. Well, it's an area that's seen an awful lot of skirmishes over the years. About to do battle as we are for the Geko Ypres rally. Sparing a thought, of course, for Gareth Roberts. We arrive here with a heavy heart. The 24-year-old co-driver Craig Brian killed in an accident on last week's Targa Florio. Yes, he'll long be remembered by those who love rally. So it was a bad start for Florian Gonon. Crashed 300 metres after the start of stage 1. Everyone okay? And fighting for the lead with Hannon, Andreas Mikkelsen. Yes, went off on stage 5. Lost 1 minute to the Finn. Well, third before Mikkelsen's mistake, Freddie Loix. 7th best time. Finally with Loix. Yes, 7-time event winner. Unfortunately, Mikkelsen got on the road just in front of Loix and just held him off, which made him lose time. Not good at all. Freddie, though, remained circumspect despite being 26.8 seconds down on Hannon at the end of day 1. Schoen also making up 2 Belgians in the top 3. So quite a wake-up call on day 1. Day 2, more of the same, I think you might say. Heuveland, 26.75 kilometres, and just around about 11:15 in the morning local time. Yeah, an awful lot of stages to be squeezed into day 2. Well, day 1 really was a wake-up call. Hannon first on the road then. Of those, I think he probably slept the best. Up on the leaderboard. Yes, find it very slippy and muddy. Said the same thing yesterday, but it was looked bone dry to us. Overnight rally leader, 3rd IRC event this year, having won in Ireland and 2nd place in the Azores. That's Hannon. Loix, of course, 7-time the winner of this event. Tweaked the setup overnight to try and find a better performance. Difficult stage, pushing hard, he said. On the rev limit, on the long straights. His time 14:26.3. Peter Schoen, always on the tail of Loix. They've been great scrappers at this event over the years. Yes, it's an isolated 3rd place. Tricky fast stage, he said. 0.43 quicker than Loix, 2nd quickest on the stage he was. And as for Mikkelsen, oh dear, pushing. Misses braking at a junction, straight into a small ditch, trying to restart, but the front suspension arm unfortunately broken. It meant retirement for the man who was supposed to be taking it easy on this one.
It's really good for Juho that he's doing well here. It's good points for Skoda. But I'm still leading the championship after this event, and it's 2 really strong rallies coming up on gravel for me. So definitely the aim there is to get up from there with 50 points and the maximum score. So I feel good on gravel with this car, so I can't wait.
His first retirement since Hungary last year. What about Patrick Floden, the Swede, in his Ford Fiesta? First event back since injury prevented him competing in Corsica. Struggled through the stage with a broken left rear drive shaft. 10th fastest time, but moves up to 4th overall after Mikkelsen's retirement. Chris Princeton, rally leader in the 2-wheel class. Fast crash on the first part of the stage. I can tell you the crew is okay, but the pictures look dramatic, I should say. It was nose in at that point. Yeah, and despite the help, wasn't good. Onwards then to stage 8. Vletteren to Krombeekje, 14.34 kilometres and around about 25 to midday. Twisty technical. And Johannen It doesn't seem to mind. But third quick is just easing off a little bit. 33.4 seconds his lead. Said he stopped pushing hard after stage 7, just in control and staying in a good place with his good pace. Freddie Loix, quickest time, grabbing 5 seconds from Hannan overall, but remains second behind him. Said he was pushing, but just couldn't go any quicker out there. Just knows how the Skoda is working and what his limits are in the Peugeot 207. Great place to be, isn't it? On board with Fast Freddy. Vartau, stage 9, 12.86 kilometres, not long, but a challenge, and 10 to midday local time. And as you can see, they were clipping through the stages rather quickly. Just a few hundred metres from the finish of stage 8, which is why we had such a quick turnaround. Many junctions, a different kind of grip here, difficult to get a rhythm. Hannan made a mistake turning too early. Lost a bit of time. 6:59.3 was his time on this one. 6:48.7 and a stage win for Freddie Loix. Hard at work, battling on the limit, and 10.7 quicker than Hannan. The overall gap then cut to 22.8 seconds. Peter Schoen, keen to keep points in the Belgian Championship, not trying to catch Loix, he says. Second quickest and faster than Hannan as well, due to that error we saw earlier. Michael Solovov in the 207, Polish billionaire. Yes, been rallying for 10 years, runner-up in the 2008 European Championship, and after problems for Mikkelsen and Floden, up to 4th overall, 7.03 on this one. Only 4.4 seconds slower than Hannan, so his wallet not holding him up. Saluk, 33 years of age, Ukrainian rally star. Alexander, four-time national rally champion back there, and this is his first season in the IRC. Best finish so far, 7th in the Azores. He can go well in 5th overall and pushing to catch Solovov. Saluk with a 7:04.2, only half a second slower than Solovov in this one. So time for a bit of service then. Yes, this around about 1 in the afternoon. After 3 stages, the drivers heading back to Ypres. Hannan leading, but Loix continuing to eat into Hannan's lead. And the 7th-time Ypres winner, trailing Hannan by 22.8 coming into this. Will he try and catch the Finn? The eternal question. Obviously, he's going to try.
There are a few stages they are very quick, like Heuveland. I know the top speed of the Skoda, I know the top speed of my car, so it's a little bit different. But at least I'm going to try, and I'm going to keep that pressure on him. And if we can keep a gap from 15, 20, even 30 seconds, then he still has to push very hard, and we never know what's happened.
God love Freddie. Hannan. Yes, there the gap between him and Loix. Schoen, 1:06 off the leader. Solovov into the frame, and Saluk looking good in 5th place as well, but over 3 minutes down at this point. South of Ypres, start and finish, close to the city of Hollebeke, 28.82, and around about 20 to 2 local time as we took it on. Hairpins, surface changes, usual stuff. Yes, the peaks and troughs of that graphic bottom left, not exactly mountainous, as you can see. Hannan, after service, time to consolidate the lead then, just get your head in on it, pushing hard, first on the road. Worried that Loix would be very quick behind on this one, so he decided to go a little bit quicker himself. Took the stage with a 15:54.6. Loix, well, around about 4 seconds down on him, knew the stage extremely well, and yes, taking some big confident cuts on maximum attack, getting the speed that he could out of his Peugeot 207. A little bit of countryside maybe, well, mud and plants in the front end at the end, but we didn't see anything that suggested he'd been in trouble. Peter Schoen trying to hold on to 3rd place, 6 times Belgian rally champion, very familiar with these roads. 16.2, 17 seconds slower than Loik, so really was easing back. What about Patrick Floden, the Swede, on board the Ford Fiesta? Well, drive shaft fixed by Peter Solberg Engineering, back at service. Yes, much better now. Clearly pushing, 16.22, fourth quickest on the stage, and moving up the leaderboard. Solovov, fifth quickest, 16.26 on this one, and maintaining fourth place overall. And the Fiesta of Salyuk in the M Sport machine. Not such a good stage for Salyuk. First ever appearance at the Ypres Rally. A few little mistakes along the way. 16.39.1 for him, only seventh quickest, 17 seconds slower than Floden. So on to stages 11 and 12. Lille to Eurometropole, 8.47 kilometres. And then the Vaskahal, very short local squirt, 1.88 kilometres. I'm not talking about Lille in particular. Two small stages after service. Yes, stage 11 actually in France near Lille. And Roubaix, 12 in that Lille Metropole. Mickey Mouse stage, you might say. Well, some did. Johannen, quickest again. Freddie Loix, second quickest on 11. Almost clipping the curb there. You've got to be so careful, haven't you? On board with Andres Aigner of Austria in the Subaru Impreza. Have a look. Nice and showboaty. Yes, third quickest on stage 12 behind Loix and Hannen. Great performance for the Austrian. Yes, leads the Production Cup 9th overall. On to Kemmelberg then, 13.39, just after 4 o'clock local time. Classic Ypres stage. A lot of surface changes and a few jumps as well, including a water splash. Yeah, sort of jeu sans frontière, I think you might say. Johan, last push before service after the long loop, still leading the rally halfway through day 2. Loix on his case, maximum attack, keeping the pressure on Hannen. Only 0.1 seconds slower through this one, which was remarkable for a man who acknowledges that his machine just doesn't quite have the pace of the Skodas. Peter Schoen, still on his own in third place, reported missing his braking point slightly. Just braking too early for a chicane, and then again a little bit too late. Needs to work on it. Salyuk, well, running wide on gravel in second gear, around about 2 kilometres from the end of the stage, into a ditch. Crew okay. Spectators in attendance trying to push him back onto the stage, but lost about 6 minutes, unfortunately. Martin Kanger leading the two-wheel drive class after Arzino's off, and the young driver helped Honda win the two-wheel drive manufacturers championship last year, let's not forget. On board with the Estonian right now. Cozy in there, eh? Certainly from that angle. Slippy stage, driving cautiously. He's been making a lot of small mistakes, and so keen to improve his driving. 8.21 for him. So into service. Just after 5 local time, and sunshine. Aren't you jealous? Yeah, Hannen returning to that busy service park as leader. Yes, the team setting to work.
Now all these stages, second time through. We actually, I don't know what to wait. There can be a lot of gravel on these cuttings, and Freddie is not far away, so a long way to go around the evening.
Long way to go. 27.1. Said Freddie's not that far away. Still looks like quite a gap when you consider how Hannen has been running here. And if he's easing off, he's still doing well. Barrable in 6th place. 5 minutes and 55 down. Stay with us. You wouldn't believe it, but there's still 5 stages to go of this rally, and we've got them after this. Welcome back to Belgium. Heuveland, 26.75 kilometres, and just after 6 local time. The rain thankfully staying away. Been bright and breezy so far. Peter Schoen has also the second quickest time on this one, 11.6 seconds behind Hannen. Yes, 1 second in front of Loix, though, dramatically. Loix third quickest, remaining strongly in third spot. It's had a good time, good stage for the car. Happy to be in front of Loix as always. Patrick Fleuren, fourth quickest behind Loix, and 10 seconds quicker than Solovov. Fifth in the overall. 44 seconds behind fourth place Solovov in the rankings, though. Said he was going to try and catch him. Said he had a good run with no drama. Happy about his tyres. Nice to know. The Renault Megane RS of Consani. Yeah, the two-wheel drive Cup, third quickest, ninth overall in the two-wheel drive category. 10.51 behind two-wheel drive leader Martin Kangur, and is 26 in the GC. On to 15. Verteren to Krombechia, 14.34 kilometres and just after 7 local time. And repeating the classic stage reversed, driving around the famous St. Sixtus Abbey, where the Trappist monks make a very strong beer. And then starting with a 40-second lead over Loix. More gravel on the stage and starting to back off a little and not taking too many risks. Magpies, some lucky, some not. Freddie Loix, yes, a stage with fewer flat-out straights meant that his Peugeot was not reaching its rev limiter quite so much, meaning he was more competitive with the Skoda. He was pushing maximum attack. Said afterwards that 7:31.6 and the stage win, beating Hannanen, was a pretty good go. It certainly was, and Peter Schoen was giving it plenty as well. This typical classic Belgian stage absolutely suiting him. Asked about gravel on the road, he said it's normal, no problem. And this time, equally no problem. Third quickest, remains third overall. And on to 16, we're tripping through them, aren't we? It was a packed programme. 19:22 local time, 12.86 kilometres, a repeated stage, just a few hundred metres from the finish of stage 15. And 11th best time for Juho Hannanen, leading by 38.9 seconds. That's 11th quickest, 11th stage win. There we are, got it out in the end. Andreas Anja, 6th quickest, leading the Production Cup, 7th overall. Great rally so far for the Austrian. Subaru Impreza looking at home. And the Mitsubishi Lancer of Bob Kolsul, 10th quickest, second in the Production Cup, minute and 37 behind Anja, 10th overall. Nice to see the big car still competing. Into Service Park then, 8:20 in the evening. It just rolled on and on. Well, after nearly 250 competitive kilometres and with several contenders not making it this far, it's back to Ypres Market Square for a 25-minute service. Last chance to maximise the performance of these cars. Local legend Loix and the Flying Finn Hannanen have 2 stages. That's 42 kilometres left to decide who's going to be the winner of this 2012 Geko Ypres Rally. And this is how they stand. 38.9, it's quite a gap, isn't it? And with Hannanen just squeezing a bit more when he needs to. Yes, it's looking ominous, and the Finn looking untouchable. Stay with us then for the final 2 stages of the Ypres Rally. Welcome back in Ypres for the final stages. Holbecher, second time of asking. Longest stage of the event before the last stage of the rally. Gearbox issues on 14 for Rob Barrable and Stu Luden, by the way. A shame. Freddie Loix, 0.2 seconds quicker than Hannanen. How close can it get? 38.3 seconds behind the Finn overall. Then the drive for second place seems to be a comfortable one if he just ease off. Said he was slowing down a little bit. Now is the time to be realistic, he said. Matthias Vianney, Yes, fourth quickest behind Lawrence and Schoen, 6 overall. Such was the attrition rate in this rally. Some unfamiliar names, perhaps, just started to get into the top 10. And a good finish, was fourth quickest on stages 15, 16 and 17. Andreas Eiger winning the Production Cup. Where's the rally? In the class, 6th quickest in the last stage, indeed, and Kolsel and Pushkar, 2nd and 3rd overall in that Production Cup. There we are, confirmation of how they finished. And the two-wheel drivers. Kangur taking that class. Brilliant rally for the Estonian, finishing in front of De Backer, the Belgian specialist in this part of the world. And Kangur 11th overall. That's how the driver standings shape up, with Harry Hunt paired with Kangur at the top. And the manufacturers in two-wheel drive. Renault heading Honda. And so, finally, to the Kemmelberg. 13.39 kilometres, and just a couple of minutes to 10, so light pods are flaring. Juha Hänninen, his time is 7:42.6, winning the final stage, making it 12 stage wins here, almost no mistakes. Taking his second IRC rally win of 2012 and his 10th career IRC victory. Absolutely mighty, not a full program either. And just, he is the boss. Freddie Loix making it to the finish line in style. Stage time 7:50.8 and a solid second place. Drove brilliantly, as quick as ever. Looks like he had a lighting deficit in some of the woodland areas. Freddie Loix, always a pleasure to be around.
The combination Skoda, Juhu, Skoda, it was much too quick for me, especially at some stages. He took a lot of time out of me. So on the end of the story, I'm quite happy that I'm on the finish.
Peter Schoen. Yes, he kept it there for Belgium in the Skoda. Yeah, the driver whose plan was to be the best of the rest. Well, he certainly achieved that. Final run time 7:51.2 and solidly third on this one.
Sometimes a bit difficult. Super 2000 is not my favorite type of car. And
there we go. Consistent driving all weekend. No mistakes for Solovov, the pole in the Peugeot 207. Clearly happy in Ypres. 30 here last year. 4th this time. And Patrick Floden, Swede, on board the M Sport Fiesta. Excellent stage time, incidentally, second quickest. A 7:46.6, making a strong comeback from injury. After driving 3 stages with a broken drive shaft as well, not bad. Hannon then victorious, and the margin of victory in the end, over 46 seconds. Well, beating a Belgian specialist on Belgian event is definitely a team effort worth celebrating.
Very good, thank you. Afterwards, I can say, yeah, it went much better than what I expected, and for me personally, very big victory. And as you said, a lot of stage wins, which is also very important, and was able to keep the Freddie behind, and quite a good margin now at the finally, and big thanks for the team.
And so the driver standings look like this. Bigson still on top. Juha Hänninen on a charge. He's up to 3rd place now. Don't forget a limited program for him. Kopetsky in 2nd place. There's the rest of your top 10. And the manufacturers look like this. Skoda still bossing it, 249 points. Peugeot 154. The Colin McRae flat-out trophy awarded to the driver who most embodies the spirit of the late rallying legend Colin McRae. And here at Ypres, receiving the award, it had to be Johanna. Who else? Alan and Loix and Sharon, it was a great performance, good show. It always is in Ypres. Don't forget, if you want to keep in touch with the IRC series, you can do on the internet. There's also an app available to you. That's it from the Geko Ypres Rally 2012. We'll see you in San Marino for the next round of the IRC. I'm Carlton Kirby. It's been fun. See you next time.